Hello, Scorpio rising, sun, and moon. I'm going to be doing a September 27th tarot reading. And how I'm going to do this tarot reading is I'm going to pull 3 cards for love and 3 clarification cards, 3 cards for career and finance, and additional 3 clarification cards. And finally, three tarot cards for an overall lesson that you're supposed to know for soul growth that our spirit guides and angels would like you to know, and 3 clarification cards as well. And finally, I'm going to end it with 1 card from our Archangel Oracle card tarot deck, just for one last message to give you a tie-in to kind of sum everything up for you. Okay, so let's start. Scorpio, let's start. What is it that you really need to know in the month of September in regards to your love life? Let's see. September love life for Scorpio 2017. Scorpio sun, moon, and rising. One just popped out. 9 of fire. I don't read cards upside down. I mean, if they come out upside down, I'll leave it that way. I really kind of just go through the cards and see the messages that I'm hearing and feeling intuitively, and then I give it to you that way. I'm not really going to always go with a traditional meaning if that's not what I'm feeling inspired to tell you. Okay. And then I have 3 clarification cards. Okay, so, alright, Scorpio, what do you need to know for love? Alright, Scorpio, so I see here you got the 9 of fire for your first card, and it kind of came out upside down. But like I said, I just want to tell you that because you couldn't see it when I pulled it. But then I have the 3 of Wands. So when I look at these 2 for the clarification, I honestly feel like you've been feeling, or you have felt, and you're coming out of a situation where you felt you needed to stand up for yourself. You felt kind of betrayed is kind of the word that I come out, or you felt misunderstood is really what I'm feeling. And I felt like that kind of took a toll on you, and at moments of really, really kind of deep and down, kind of transformational feelings where you just were not yourself, maybe kind of pulled yourself away from friends and family or people who you would always spend time with, and just kind of retreated for a while. I do feel that you were quick to make decisions in the past that were not very sufficient for you. They weren't serving for you. It actually brought stuff out of you that you probably had tried to suppress, weaknesses and things like that. But when I get that clarification of this 9 of Wands, you're fighting for yourself almost. You're standing up. Like, that is not really me. I may have lost my mind at a certain point. And I really feel like this has been in the past year and a half or something. Like, I just became somebody who I wasn't. It was almost as if you gave life to an insecurity and it took over, is what I'm hearing. And you've come out of this. You have come out of this and you fought for this. I mean, look at this dragon here. This is a beautiful card. I mean, look at her stance and her posture. You've come out stronger and knowing a lot about yourself and knowing a lot about your inner power. I feel like you're looking to move forward and you're waiting for something, and it's coming. But what I'm inspired to tell you is don't wait. Don't wait for anybody or anything. You have what it takes. Look at those wands behind you. You're forgetting about those 2 wands. That's fire energy there. You have that there. the grass isn't always greener is what I'm hearing to tell you. I feel you looking out to other things, other people, other relationships, other people's relationships. Remember, we're talking about love here, other people's relationships, and thinking that you want that. But look, you are forgetting what it is that you have. This is just what I'm hearing. I hope that resonates with you guys. Six of Earth is the next one. I feel like you're going to get some sort of a gift. Somebody's going to give you some sort of a gift. And I also feel that there's love approaching you through work endeavors or through some sort of financial transaction is what I'm getting. And I feel like any debts that you had to pay karmically, love-wise, which is where I'm feeling a lot of this came from, it's been paid. You did it. You've paid the price. It's time to kind of go forward, recognize your gifts, recognize what you have. If it doesn't look like the person across the street, but it's what you have, and it's what is special to you is what I'm hearing to tell you. So don't look at the grass is always greener, because you have very, very green. Look at this picture. The grass is really, really green, and you have these two wands. I'm just telling you to look at those. That's what I really feel you need to hear. I feel like the judgment was brought across. So this may have been a relationship. Maybe you were in a relationship. It was the three people relationship. Maybe you were the mistress or the mister, or you were the boyfriend or the third party, and you thought that that's what you wanted, and you were searching for that, and the judgment has been passed. And I don't feel like this may have been recent. I feel like this is like 6 months. I'm hearing. So the judgment was already passed, and you've paid your price. So don't beat yourself up over any mistakes. Or it could have been a relationship that you let go many years ago, and then you want it back, but it's no longer for you to have. So let it go. Let it go. You are not recognizing that there are two other options there for you that are very, very beneficial for you. Two other options that are alone. It's not anything that somebody else is tied to anybody else. It's actually two options that belong to you that you can choose from, is what I'm hearing. And I feel like one of these main clues for this option is actually going to be to do with some sort of a financial transaction that you are doing, or career. The Tower. You're afraid. You're afraid of something. You're afraid of not having enough money. You're afraid of maybe somebody who does not have a lot of money. Something about money and this love. I feel like you're bitter in a sense. And this is just for self-growth. This is not anything that I'm trying to criticize any sort of sign or anything like that. What I just want to tell you is, if this doesn't resonate with you, we're looking at a Scorpio rising, moon, or sun sign. So look at all of those. If this doesn't, if you're a Scorpio and this doesn't sound good, but somebody's there offering you love that you were not looking to. Okay, they're giving you an offer, and you're not really looking at it. Your eyes were set somewhere else. Your eyes were set somewhere else, but that somewhere else is not where you're supposed to be. Okay, Five of Earth is what I get, and Five of Pentacles. And the Five of Pentacles, typically, it's usually the card where somebody feels bankrupt, or somebody feels alone, lonely, lost. But then look at that clarification. Look at that clarification. You have a Knight of Cups. You're not allowing it to develop to a king. This Knight is a young energy. So there is something coming towards you, if it hasn't already, and it's in a younger stage in time. But I feel that this love is there for you. And when I look at this card, I feel like that person is like, hey, look at me, And Scorpio, as intense as you guys usually are, you're so focused on, I'm standing alone, I don't need anybody, is what I'm hearing. But at the same time, you kept looking at what somebody else had, and you thought that's what you wanted. And again, I guess go back here. This Knight of Cups is there. You want to answer to it. So kind of take a step back. Let's see what else comes out for you. Take a step back. Put those defenses down. This love is coming to you, has something to do with a money transaction. At first glance, that person may not be what you traditionally would look out for, but it's there. Give yourself a chance. Oh, these things just popped out. Okay, so this is career. Oh, I think the Four of Air fell first, and then you have the King of Air. I think this person that's trying to come to you, this Knight of Cups, has a lot of air energy with them. So I think they appear to be very kind of cold and maybe not your type. Maybe a little awkward is what I'm getting. Seven of Air, you got all of these swords for work. A little bit of changes and challenges at work in the month of September. Okay. Oh, cards just popping for you. All right. There's the Tower. All right, Scorpio. What I'm seeing for you in terms of work, I think it's time for you to take some break. I think it's time for you to take some time off. Okay, I'm getting Four of Air, rest and relaxation. You need some time to think about making a decision. So you need some time to really just kind of contemplate your choice. Then I get the Queen of Wands. So the Queen of Wands, I feel, is there's a passion that needs some taming, okay? There's a passion that needs some taming, and I feel like this is more of a, what I'm hearing, I don't want to say temper, but it's more of a passion that's gotten out of control. It's almost as, again, it's going back to this Nine of Fire, this feeling of I'm standing up for myself, the dragon, like just kind of shooting the fire out of his mouth and just taking and causing all of this collateral damage. What these cards are warning you is to relax. Don't do that. It's not worth all that. You don't need to do that. You need to pull back some of that passion. In times like that, when there's just an over amount of emotional energy that can cause destruction, good things for you to do would be meditate, exercise, or exercising things such as, and I'm being inspired to tell you this, kickboxing, things that are a little bit more aggressive to get that energy out. Running, but I think something where you can like do some kickboxing or something like that, some self-defense class, karate, things, something like that, where I feel you're getting some of this aggression out, Scorpio. Knight of Air is the next card. So balancing emotions is what I'm feeling. I'm feeling inspired to read the card. It says speak your mind with confidence. Seek out professional advice. I feel that when it says speak your mind with confidence, but I'm also being inspired to tell you gently. Confidence, but gently. And I also feel some of you may actually benefit from some sort of support group. Whatever it is that you've gone through, you probably need some rest and relaxation. There's a lot of stuff boiling under that surface there is what I'm feeling for you, Scorpio. And I really feel just take some time, because I think that the more time you don't address it, it's going to get worse and larger. The Tower card, transformation. This is a transformational time for you. I really feel you're not going to start seeing physical or actual changes in the direction that you want until your sun sign or your birth time, which is in November. So, but this time, September and October, it's transformational. These are transformational cards. Seven of Air, plans that need revision. So there's something you're rushing to do, and it could be work-wise, or you're rushing not to do, or you're just not giving it a chance to unfold. And if you need to do that, it's not timing for a change in job. It's not timing for a promotion. It's actually, and it's not time to lead the pack. It's actually time for you to just kind of pull back. Your plans are faulty in some way. You need to kind of pull back, revise, rethink, whether it's a support group in terms of your professional skills, or maybe you need to learn a little bit something more professionally, but you need to hold back. You're too distracted. That was your clarification card, Seven of Cups. There's too many options. You're looking, but you're looking in the wrong direction. This is like a trick. Some of these cups are actual gifts. Other cups are traps. So you want to slow down. All right, let's look at your final three cards with the final three clarification cards. What is the ultimate message that your spirit guides want you to know and your angels want you to know so that you can get through the month of September, on to know October, and on to the developmental changes that are on your way? Your self-development. Life is that. Life is a bunch of lessons, and we want to learn. Whoop, there goes one popping down. These lessons we want to learn and move forward so we can progress on a higher plane. Queen of Water. Nice. The Star. There you go. It's not all is doom and gloom here, Scorpio. Queen of Earth. Okay, Scorpio. Let's pull our clarification cards for the Queen of Water. Wheel of Fortune. Things are changing. See, the cards are doing well. I knew it. There goes another card flying. Oh my goodness. Oh! Ace of Cups. Very exciting. And there we go. Two additional ones. So I'm going to leave those out. 10 of Cups and Page of Wands, Scorpio. Oh my goodness. Okay. Can't even make this stuff up. So the Queen of Water. This is asking you to calm the shores, so to speak, right? It says your relationships will develop to a new level. And when I feel relationships, I feel it's going to be more than just love relationship. It's going to be relationships with family, relationships with friends. No more standing up and with a defense stance. You're going to be able to balance it. It's going to happen. What a beautiful card. Listen to your intuition. What happens when you have all of those unworked out emotions and passions and anger or whatever it is? You dull your own intuition. And so you have to clear all that out so that you can actually listen to your own inner guidance and know where to go. And there's the Wheel of Fortune for that clarification. Once you do that, once you reach this state of the Queen of Water, and this is you, Scorpio, Queen of Water, you're settled. This is you in a balanced state, Queen of Water. Your Wheel of Fortune is going to change. It's going to change for you. It's promised to you. You just got to learn the lesson and move on. Your next one is a beautiful, the Star card. Can't get better than that. Happy times, more positive, optimistic, long-term plans. You're on the right path. You know what to do. Don't give in to those underlying anger, emotions, desires for what is not yours, or desire for things that you think look better. Look at what you have. Look at those two wands behind you. Balance yourself. Love is there for you. Ace of Cups. There is going to be an abundance of love, and I feel that this person is actually going to be, like I said very airy. Could be an Aquarius. I mean, usually this is an Aquarius, but this person I think is awkward. I feel like whether it's a male or female, it's just an awkward, maybe socially awkward, or in some way looks awkward, maybe has an awkward color hair or dress. Something is different about this person that you're not used to. For example, maybe you're used to going for relationships that are, somebody has the same amount of social status as you, or somebody dresses something as simple as dresses in the same, same type of clothing, or listens to the same type of music, eats the same. This person is different. This person is exotic, almost very, like you will hear your friends tell you, or people who know you, and say, I've never seen you, I would never picture you with that person. That's the person that is for you, actually. And if for those of you who are coupled Scorpios, for those of you who are in relationships and you were having all of this, this is saying to me that your relationship has to change to something that it never has been before. You guys have to do something different, outside of the box thinking. Some sort of adventure that will take you on to a whole other level. Whether it's a new religion, a new belief pattern, a new place to live, or a new philosophy in life is what I'm hearing, and that's going to be healing for you. Ultimately, Page of Wands and 10 of Cups, they came out together, they fell together. And then the last thing is the Queen of Earth. Making time for those around you, taking a sensible approach, dealing with challenges in a kind and understanding manner. Again, pulling in some earth energy from that emotional, tumultuous water that you have here in this reading here. You want to cool it down, and you want to balance it and use that water to nurture your earth energy. Some of you may be actually earth sign risings and earth sign suns or moons, or vice versa. Somewhere in your chart you have a heavy earth. Pull in from that. Look at your astrological chart and pull in that earth energy, and also listen to those videos. So 10 of Cups, can't get better than that, and Page of Wands. So the message is, the Page of Wands is a message of renewal, is what I'm hearing, and it's ultimately going to leave you. There's a female, for some of you, that has been very helpful and will be very helpful in stabilizing you, whether it's a sister, mother, aunt, friends. That person is very stabilizing for you at this time. Okay, my gorgeous Scorpios, very intense reading. I'm getting a headache, actually, after doing this reading. So let's pull an Archangel Oracle card for you. Remember, these times that you go through, these emotions, they're for a reason. It's for the universe trying to give you a message about yourself, about ourselves. We've all been there, every single sign. So this is not something just, that I'm picking on Scorpio at all. I'm just merely, passing on what I see. I hope this resonates with you. And I'm sending many peaceful energy vibes your way, because I'm feeling anxious too while I'm doing this, and I have a headache. I know it's been hard for you. Sending lots of love and peace vibes for you, Archangel. Let's give this ultimate message for these Scorpios. Look at this, beautiful. Archangel Michael. Scorpio, you are safe. Archangel Michael, call on him. He's protecting you against any lower energies, any of these obsessiveness. It could be an addiction. It could be just lots of anger issues or whatever it is. And maybe it's not you. Maybe it's somebody really close around you. But whatever it is that you've been going through, just know that you are safe and it's changing. You got the Ace of Cups, the Star, Queen of Water, Wheel of Fortune, 10 of Cups, Queen of Earth. It's coming. It's coming, and some of you, depending on how, when you were born or where does Scorpio fall in your chart, sun, moon, rising, whatever it is, you may be beginning to feel the relief. But just know that this too shall pass, and it's occurring for a reason. There's a lesson there for you, for your higher good. Okay? I hope that this reading was beneficial to you. I know it wasn't, the best news, but at the end it did. Actually, you got great cards. Just understand whatever it is, there's a reason behind it, and there's a goal at the end, and that's to balance yourself out. All right, thank you so much for listening to me. I hope that this message actually resonated with you. I will leave my information below if you care to have a personal reading with me in the future. Sending many blessings, peace, and love your way. Namaste.